Hey Aquarius, thanks for checking out your weekly forecast for November 1st through the 7th. This is going to be for Aquarius Sun, Moon, and Rising. We are coming into a new moon in the coming week. So new moons are excellent times for manifesting. We're going to see what's coming up for Aquarius, how the current energies might be affecting you guys. If you happen to stumble upon this video outside of the dates I mentioned, don't you worry, you found it when you were meant to, when it was time to hear the messages. Keep in mind, these are general readings. Not every single message will resonate. So take the ones that do and leave the ones that don't. Alrighty, my dears. Without further ado, what is happening for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising? One more shuffle here. Alright, let's get right on into it, my dears. Let's get right on into it. So the first card that you have coming up is the Six of Wands. Okay, this is a very positive, very powerful energy. Six of Wands has to do with overcoming obstacles, overcoming challenges. It can also indicate beating out the competition, right? So if you've submitted for something that was highly competitive, you may be receiving word that you were chosen or that, you know, you were picked. So it could be a job offer, a proposal for business. It could be something that maybe you auditioned for or submitted for publishing, whatever it might be. You may be receiving word that you have been chosen. Now, when it comes to things like career and self-employment, Six of Wands can have the message that you're making a name for yourself. Your reputation precedes you. So people have heard about you before they've even met you. Okay, some of you are coming into this status in your business or career, right? So if you're self-employed, you might start to see that you're getting a lot of word of mouth business. You're getting a lot of referrals. You're not really having to advertise. In your career, you might be climbing up in your career. You might be doing things where maybe like you're submitting work or, you know, being active in organizations and things that, you know, are aligned with your field. And so maybe people are beginning to see you as a bit of an expert or an authority in your field or in the work that you do. But Six of Wands could indicate sometimes that people are speaking of you positively. People are talking about you. They've heard of you. You're kind of a big deal, Aquarius. You know, that kind of energy and that kind of a vibe. The next card that's coming up here, my darlings, is the Devil, Major Arcana energy. So some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn, or you may have a Capricorn placement. If you do, there could be big areas happening for you in that area of your life. Or, as I said, you may be dealing with a Capricorn because they're represented by the Devil card energy. In general, when Major Arcana cards come up, we're entering into a period of time, a significant chapter, a defining moment. The things that we're experiencing are directly connected to what we came here to experience and master. So these are not energies that are going to be around for a couple of days or just for a week. It's going to be around for a while. And there's different meanings to the Devil card. The feeling and the vibe that I'm getting here, Aquarius, I'm hearing excess. Excess. So I feel like a lot of you are maybe feeling very guided or geared towards manifesting success, maybe even reputation, which we kind of touched on already. Abundance, financial wealth, financial independence. And there's nothing wrong with wanting those things. There's nothing wrong with manifesting those things. But I kept hearing excess, and then I got a feeling or a sense of like all of a sudden like dropping down into a plateau. So what Spirit is telling me is that, Aquarius, I feel a lot of you are going to be manifesting a lot of abundance. Like you're just going to feel like, I can't believe all this money has come in. or these opportunities have come in. So maybe you're manifesting, if you're self-employed, lots of business, or if you're maybe you're manifesting a job or a promotion or a really big raise, something that is bringing in a lot of money. I just feel a lot of you Aquariuses are manifesting a lot of money. And that's all great and dandy. But the ego might be kicking in to where, on one hand, it's beginning to steal your focus from the heart of your work. And this is where the main warning is, more so than that. Remember how I said Spirit gave me a sense or a feeling that I was just kind of like riding along, and then I like dropped down into this plateau? I feel there's a lot of excess coming in for you, but then there's going to be a slow period where it feels like it just completely stopped and it completely dried up. Now, if during your period of excess, you don't go crazy with spending, right? You're not doing eccentric, elaborate things. You're not overly treating yourself. You're not going too overboard. And you're holding on to what, you know, as much as you possibly can during the period of excess. When this plateau period comes, you're not going to sweat it. You're going to be fine. You're not going to be worried. You're going to have enough. You're going to be like the little squirrel that's nice and cozy in its little tree during the winter time, and is able to just kind of chill out and keep warm and have all its little acorns and just be happy. Just be happy and ride out that cold, barren period. So I would encourage you to do this, Aquarius. Spirit is telling me a lot of you are going to be manifesting a lot of money in the next couple of weeks. When this money comes in, really kind of ask yourself, what are some things I need that I've been putting off? You know, maybe you need to make sure that you have a nice little supply of your medications if you're on medications. Maybe you need to make sure that you have a nice little supply or stash put away of like pantry goods and canned foods. And maybe you need to make sure that you have a nice little space heater if you need one, or you know, whatever you might need to, you know, just kind of like ask yourself, like, what are some things that might be useful for me to have that I don't have, right? Or something you've been putting off in terms of, do you have a cavity that you've been ignoring? That it's just like maybe the pain isn't so bad, but you've just been ignoring it or putting it off. Might be a good time to go get that cavity taken care of. So whatever the situation is, as this money is coming in, sure, have some fun, treat yourself within reason, but also ask yourself, what are some things I need that I've been putting off? What are some necessities I've been putting off? What is my emergency supply looking like? Maybe I can, you know, stock some of that up. And then hold on to however much of the money that you can. And then when the slow period comes, you're good. You're fine. You're content. You have everything that you need. You don't have to be panicked or worried about it. The next card that's coming up here for you guys, Aquarius, is the Three of Pentacles. And this is laying down a foundation. Okay, laying down a new foundation. So we talked about, as this money is coming in, ways that maybe you're kind of getting a little bit more settled or established with what you need. Traditionally speaking, Three of Pentacles can be some kind of collaboration where you're working or with others or learning from others. It can be somebody taking you under their wing and showing you the ropes. In a work situation, I see it happen a lot when you notice and you can tell that you're getting some extra attention from supervisors and higher ups. They seem to be like looking at you and talking. Like, I know they're talking about me. What are they saying? They keep looking at me and they keep talking. They keep looking over here. But nobody's approaching you. Nobody's telling you what's going on. They just might come up to you and say, oh, hey, Aquarius, when you get into work tomorrow, you know, just please be sure to grab a notepad and go sit next to, you know, Jim, or go sit next to Sally and watch what they're doing. They're going to train you on what they're doing and just take lots of notes, right? And then maybe in the afternoon after you get back from lunch, you can go help in, you know, that department down on the next floor, you know, and take your notebook again, and you're going to learn and you're going to take notes. You're like, what the heck is going on? They're having me sit with this person. They're having me go to this other department. Are they not happy with me? Are they trying to figure out what to do with me so that they don't fire me? They have plans for you. They see your potential. They like you. They see your potential. They want to move you up. They're investing in this training in you, right? They're not going to invest in training if they don't have plans for you. But they're trying to get a good idea of what might be a good fit for you, what you seem to enjoy, where your strongest strengths are. And so there could be like extra training that's coming in, or guidance that's coming in preparation of moving you up when the Three of Pentacles appears. Okay. The next card coming in here for Aquarius is the Seven of Swords. Now, Seven of Swords can be the need to be cautious and to proceed with caution. Okay, this might not be a really good time for you guys to go around telling everybody what you're trying to do or what you're working towards. They might be bringing negativity into the situation or gossiping. However, I got a really interesting vibe, because as soon as I put the Seven of Swords up there, I felt it immediately like connect with the Devil card here. And so I feel, Aquarius, that there are blessings coming in for you guys, and there is abundance coming in for you guys. But the Seven of Swords is saying, when this happens, pretend like everything is the same. Don't go telling people about it. Maybe not even your close friends, maybe not even some of your close family. This is something that Spirit is saying, don't advertise. Don't tell people about it, okay? Because during this plateau period, you might have a lot of people coming to you and saying, oh, Aquarius, you know, you got to help me. I know you said that a couple of months ago, you had a ton of money coming in. Don't hold out on me. You need to help me. I mean, the problem is that you need to help everybody if you do that. And you're not going to have enough to do that. So I feel like the Seven of Swords is saying, you know, don't advertise. Don't advertise your riches. Don't advertise your blessings. Lay low. In a work situation, Seven of Swords also comes up to say, cover your little booty. Cover your little behind. Make sure that you're taking notes, that you're writing things down, that you have a paper trail, so to speak, to where you can back up your work, or back up or document training that you received or instructions you received from people, so that if anybody is being shady or trying to sabotage you, you can go back to the records and defend your work and, you know, defend what occurred. You know, if somebody comes up to you and says, oh, Aquarius, I need you to do A, B, and C. Okay, we'll follow it up with an email. Hey, so-and-so, thanks for coming by my desk. All right, so per your request, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do A, B, and C, just like you said. You said to do it this and this and this way, and that and that and that way. And okay, so, you know, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And maybe they don't respond, but then somebody might come to you later, like a supervisor, and be like, Aquarius, what is this? This isn't how we do this. You did it wrong. This isn't the way to do it. And you're like, well, so-and-so told me to do it that way. They showed it to me that way, right? Maybe this person intentionally showed you the wrong way. And they're going to say, no, I didn't. I didn't say that. You misunderstood me. Okay, all right, that's fine. But how come when I emailed you and I summarized our conversation, I ran it by you, I wanted to make sure that I understood correctly, you didn't respond to my email. Here, let me print out the email. I sent it to you that day. See, I have everything written down. This is what I heard you say. This is what I understood, right? Then that person had the opportunity to correct you, but they didn't. And that's how you can protect your little behind, okay? So you might want to keep a record of things, and make sure that you can defend your work. I see that happen sometimes when Seven of Swords comes up around a work situation. Also be very careful of anybody who's coming up and trying to be buddy-buddy with you, and they're saying really negative things about people, even if you don't even open your mouth, and you're just like, oh, okay, all right. Oh, and you might say something very innocent like, oh my goodness, that's terrible. I had no idea that was going on, right? You're just kind of listening to the person. Then they're going to go and they're going to say, oh my gosh, hey supervisor, hey coworker, you're never going to believe what Aquarius said about you. Aquarius said this and this and that. You never said that, but they're pulling you in like guilty by association, guilty because you were there. They were the one doing all the talking. So when you find situations like that happening, dismiss yourself from the situation if you can. Step out of the room if you can. If you can't walk away from the person, you can just say very politely, you know what? I'm really trying to focus on what I'm doing right now. I'm really sorry. Not that I don't want to, hear you out or be there for you, but I got a lot of work and I just need to focus on this. Or you could tell the person flat out, you know what? I don't really want to hear negative stuff about people. I don't want to hear that kind of talk, or I don't want to hear gossip. However you feel comfortable dealing with it. But do what you can not to give this person the opportunity to be like, oh yeah, Aquarius was there too. And Aquarius was, completely agreeing with what was being said about you. Because that's not the case. Okay? You may want to check out your moon sign and your rising sign videos. Some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to go to calendly.com/amethystangel, you can schedule a private reading with me there. I want to say thank you for those of you who have sent donations. I've put the PayPal link up because people have been asking me to do that. I am so very moved by that. Very kind of you. If you've not gotten a thank you email from me yet, it is coming. Please give me some time. I get really buried with emails. And I get overwhelmed very, very easily. So I'm trying to play catch up in the email department. I'm caught up on the private readings. Thankfully, nobody's overdue on waiting for private readings. But I'm getting caught up on emails. So I just want to say thank you. Please don't think I'm ignoring you. Thank you so very much, guys, for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. If you want to check out the love and romance readings for November, those are linked in the description. If you're interested in love readings, those are up now. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.